Okay, hello. Thank you very much for clicking on. I'm an antique dealer and today I got a little bit of a haul video to share with you. I've been around my local car boot sale and I've picked up some lovely little treasures. So if you sell on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, whatever you sell on your own websites, it doesn't matter. You can use some of the items I've bought as inspiration of things to buy. Or you could just be entertained because I've had some absolutely stunning things that I'm going to share with you now. We're going to start off with a absolutely beautiful tube line decorated Moorcroft pottery vase. Now, this vase is 1953 to 1978. And how do I know that? Because it has the remains of a paper label. At the bottom of the paper label, it says to Queen Mary. So we'll be talking 1953, and that royal warrant expired in 1978. So we know it's 1953 to 1978. Now, it would have been a ginger jar. It would have had a lid. And I'm still hopeful that they find it. I was working in the car boot sale on Thursday this week selling, and a couple of dealers I know come up to me. He said, "Is that Moorcroft?" I said, "Yes, it is." He said, "What would you pay me?" I said, "Do you have the lid?" He said, "No." I said, "A tenner." And he said, "Yep, happy days." And he took a tenner off me. And I also said to him, "And if you find the lid, I'll give you a tenner for the lid." With the lid, in perfect condition, £100. As it stands, still makes a beautiful vase. It's still an early piece of Moorcroft. And because it's not that rare yet, somebody may have a broken or cracked base, but have the lid. So it's got to be £45 as it stands. It's in good condition, and it is by Walter Moorcroft. It's not William Moorcroft. I think it became a transfer to Walter Moorcroft in 1946. The William Moorcroft stuff's the stuff that pulls big monies. So yeah, nice little Moorcroft pottery ginger jar. Unfortunately, missing the lid, but they may have the lid for me now this week because they come from a house clearance, and there's every chance the lid turns up. And I've told them the lid's a tenner as well. So if they can get a tenner for a lid, they're gonna look. Next, we had this, which is a Swedish, I think it's Swedish or Finland. I think it's Swedish glass clown. Because it's clear, it's not easy to see. That's a bit better. There you go. Look at that. My hand got used for something. Now, the good thing about this is still had its original label. Now, I know that label is Pukeburg. There's a name in it for a factory, Pukeburg. And if I was to take you over to 20th century factory glass, the one I use for all my glass, then we have here a Swedish Pukeburg. So it was Sweden. Glass Clown Paperweight by Uno Westerberg. Excuse me. Still with this original factory label. Allergies are playing up this time of night. So yeah, beautiful thing. Now these sold it for £40. If you look on their site, they actually sold it. It's out of stock, sold. I don't know how I can find the price on here, but when I clicked on it on Google, it was up at £40 sold. Now this come in from a house clearance dealer again that I buy off all the time, and he charged me £4. So there's a 10 to 1 profit on there. However, I've looked on eBay. On Etsy, £55. On eBay, 45, 35, 25 and £10. That's why I hate eBay. It's a battle of who's willing to sell the stuff the cheapest. No, I'm going to put 30, £35 on it, which is about mid-range to what everybody's asking and sold. 20th century factory glass there, sold is £40. Mine's in mint condition with the label. It's going out for 35. But that's what I'd always say about eBay. When you're dealing mass-produced items, it's always a battle of who's willing to sell for the least profit. At the same time, off the same dealer, for the same amount of money, £4, I bought this. Now, this is a glass ram paperweight. Now, I honestly thought this was by the same Pukeburg company. It's not though. When I done my research on this little ram, this one is from Finland. I couldn't find it on my 20th century factory glass, but it's down as Scandinavian, Finland, um, Pertti Santalahti by Harold Glass. It is. If I come over here, it's an easier one to read. Glass Ram, Harold Pertti Sant. I can't even read it, but that's who it is anyway. The first one there, that's out of stock, sold at £44. That's gone, out of stock. And this one here, €55, again, gone, out of stock. So, again, we have to be talking another £30, £35, no problem at all. So for £8, I'm going to be asking 70 a return. How's that for fabulous? Not bad at all, is it? Off the same dealers as I had the Moorcroft, a little sneaky, I bought them before anybody came into the car boot sale. Because I was selling at the car boot sale, which is one of the benefits of selling, you can have a little walk around and pick things up. And I bought some silver spoons. There's 40 grams of silver here. They are enameled now, but I don't really care about the enamel. I didn't buy them for that. I bought them because it was 40 grams of silver and I paid a fiver for the 3 spoons. I actually paid £1 a spoon, but there was a bundle of 5 spoons or 6 spoons I paid a fiver for. The others were standard, just crested spoons, not silver. I've chucked them back in the rubbish box to sell for 50p and a pound each, so I'll get £1 or £2 back off the spoons. And I got 3 solid silver. I can sell them or I can scrap them. Even at 50p a gram is £20. I'm sorry, my allergies are going nuts. I don't know what it is. Now, if you like my videos, please like and share them if you feel like you want to share them. I'd be eternally grateful. And don't forget to subscribe for future videos. This, I love it. Love this. We have a beautiful English sterling silver. How can I make it a bit darker so you can see it better? This is why I like doing it on photographs, because on photographs I can get a really beautiful picture for you. But that is an absolute stunning vase. Now, all right, the top's slightly out of shape, or the foot is slightly out of shape, but this is an early vase. It's fully hallmarked. I haven't dated it yet. JSB, and it's London. Oh, it's early. It's got a Queen Victoria head on it as well. London N with a Queen Victoria head. So that's a really nice early vase. It's going to be somewhere around 1860s, 1870s, give or take, because it's a young head on there. I will date it, but that cost me a tenner. Same dealer who sold me that and that. All my stuff gets put on to antiquesarena.com. So if you ever want to find out, see the proper photos, see the date and the value I put on it, then go across and have a look. But that is a nice bit of Victorian silver. It's heavily weighted inside, but that is original to stop me tipping over. So I couldn't weigh it if I wanted to. It's probably an ounce of silver in there, plus this massive lump of lead. Beautiful thing, though. In lovely condition. And beautifully punched. Repousse work? I think they call it repousse when they punch shit out of the plate. I am always, always, always on the lookout for Chinese porcelain. It's a subject I'm still learning. I'll probably still be learning it when I'm 50, 60, 70. But we have a late 19th century hand-painted Chinese porcelain vase. There's going to be some nice pictures of this when it goes up on the website. I would imagine it's Kangxi revival, 1880, 1890, something like that. But it's all hand painted. It's a good size. Originally, it probably would have had a lid that went on the inside of that and out with a big flared rim with like a dog of foe or something on the top. But it works as a beautiful vase, a little baluster vase on his own. Late 19th century. I'll guess the price. Nope. £1. House clearance, again, well, actually, I think it was charity shop clearance because everything they had in there had charity shop prices and labels on the stuff. It was like they emptied a charity shop, whether it's a shut down charity shop or whether they just have the stuff once the charity shop's had it for a little bit. But that had a £4 charity shop sticker on there, and they sold it to me for £1. I absolutely love Chinese porcelain. I got a massive collection of it, and I study it as much as I can. Try and, well, let's be honest, we're all trying to find that holy grail where you find a piece for 10, 20 pence and it gets £1,000,000, because that's the only category in this business where that can happen. It's Chinese porcelain. It's not going to happen in anything else. Final piece for today's video, and it's a beaut. It's also broken. We have a piece of trench art. Now, look at this beautiful, I'm not going to fondle her, nude lady. Really, really nice. Solid brass. It would have been an ashtray. And how I know that is there used to be a Zippo lighter on by here. But look at all this. Look at all these markings. Absolutely wonderful. This is a World War II shell base. So it's 1940s. I think it's actually 1940 on the shell. 2 or 3 kilos in weight. So it's not far off what I've paid for it in scrap value. Brass is £3.50 a kilo. That's got to be close on 2.5, 3 kilos of weight, right? So, but there's close on the tenner of scrap. Love this lady. Now, I've got the Zippo lighter. Now, I can either solder the Zippo lighter back on, which is broken, fix the lid. All it is, the hinges come off the lid. Or, what I was thinking is, if I left this like this, because it's so heavy, it won't tip over, because it's just too heavy. And I could get a tray, a brass tray, and solder the brass tray on and turn it into a small table, or turn it into a lamp. I haven't decided yet whether to turn it into a lamp. So I got the beautiful lady here. I'm thinking I could put a little bit of a stick here with the bulb on and the wire coming down, and I can always get some, really early looking army type flex and have that coming away from the shade, and this could be turned into a beautiful, beautiful lamp. I don't think I'm going to put the lighter back on there. I'll probably get a fiver back for the lighter. It needs a bit of work, but I'll probably get a fiver back. And I think this, if I put a tray on the top or turn it into a light, could end up being £100. I think even if I sold it as it is, broken, just as a base, £30, £40, no problem at all. No problem at all. It is absolutely fabulous. This lady here really sells it to me, but it's that. It's all the markings on the base. And look at that, they've even given it feet. So they've made it so it's adjustable on feet, so you can level him up. So if he rocked a bit on your table or on your floor, you could level him up by unscrewing the screws slightly. Really lovely bit of trench art. What do you think of that? That was a tenner. That was off the same dealer. He is absolutely fabulous with what he finds. I don't know where he gets it from. But, well, and I believe he has a Facebook page, Tommy's Treasures, if you want to check him out. Really good dealer. I certainly have a lot of good gear off him. Yeah, I think that's about it. Now, if you watch my channel, you'll see I've started doing live footage GoPro camera. I can't film at the car boot sales, but I done one recently where I walked around charity shops and I filmed it live. And you get to see everything as I see it. So if you haven't seen that, go and have a look at the charity shop video. I'll put the link in the description. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you have, my name is Walter O'Neill and I own and run antiquesarena.com. Please like, share, comment, anything you want. But would love to hear if you got a favourite. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.